sides. Poindexter, Sundell, backing in on Hassett. Scores! It's a tie game. Timeout, Kentucky.
And I love the players and the way the plays have been designed as of late. Both coaches going to
has the board. Sammy Whitcomb, 36 years old, and has just such a great presence on this Phoenix team. McConnell drops the 3 ball in. She's already played 4 minutes in this.
The angels are here.
Serena, she waits, she sighs, dreaming of you. Serena, she waits, she cries, lonely for you. Moments pass like whispers said, lost in thoughts where love is spread. Serena, she'll stay, yearning for you. Oh, love, how can it be that time slips away? Oh, love, won't you see the price that we pay? Serena, she looks, she longs, hoping for you. Serena, she feels, she throngs, only for you. Every glance is bittersweet, every heartbeat feels incomplete. Serena, she'll stay, yearning for you. Oh, love, how can it be that time slips away? Oh, love, won't you see the price that we paid? I can feel the shadows fade when your memory's near. In the night where dreams cascade, it's your voice I hear. Oh, love, how can it be that time slips away? Oh, love, won't you see the price that we pay?
Stay tuned.
For both of you, I know Paige was giving you a little bit of crap for just the music you guys listen to, but what's that song that's on the mind right now that either describes the team or describes the day, and why?
I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Well, Coach RJ and I were overseas, and we heard a couple things that the Serbian national team would warm up to. So we've played that a little bit for Angela, but music-wise,
I'm gonna say, well, before we start every practice, we play the same song first, and it's called Blatch. I forget who it's by.
Sam Smith and Disclosure?
It might be, yeah. But that's like that's our Serenity song right now.
I couldn't tell you any song that is played at any point. I don't.
Dan could hit the high notes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't hear anything.
Meg drives winning. Meg has won at every level of her career, and as she moves into her professional career, I'm sure that she'll win at that level also. From being the Atlantic 10 Defensive Player of the Year and finishing in the top 3 or 4 for the Mid-Major Player of the Year this year, to playing in the Lilly All-Star Game at the Final Four. When you have someone who really believes in themselves, believes in their coaching staff, believes in their teammates, and works as hard as Megan does, you're going to have a high level of success. From a mental standpoint, she's always been a leader, whether it's leading her team to multiple state high school championships, to leading us to the Super 16 and the WNIT the last 2 years. Her growth has come with her voice and being a leader more vocally over these last 2 or 3 years. Megan is a winner outside of basketball also. She is a joy to be around. She is someone that you would have no idea has had the success that she's had in her young career. She's humble, she's caring, and she clearly cares about others. And her off the floor commitment to our community is just as important as it is on the court to our team. Megan, you're the best basketball player I've ever coached. It has simply been a joy to coach you over these last 5 years. We're going to miss you terribly. I'm going to miss you terribly. But I'm looking forward to seeing you playing professional basketball for a very, very long time. And hopefully we'll have you come back and be a part of us again in the near future.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here. And welcome to Ace's Angels, y'all. Welcome back on into the channel, everybody, man. And let's talk about this, man. First, I just want to shout out my boy, El Professor, for donating that $20 to me on the Cash App, man. I much appreciate that donation, man. First donation for me this year, man. So I'm definitely bragging over it because that was big. That was big time for me, man. Because I forgot what it meant to actually receive a donation on the show. So I forgot how that shit feels. So I was definitely happy about that. But shout out to El Professor, man. He was one of my biggest donators last year, man. So shout out to him, man. Well, let's get into this, man. So yesterday I made the video about Aari McDonald and Sydney Colson getting injured for the rest of the season. Sydney Colson possibly for the rest of her career. That's how bad her injury was. You know, at her age, it's probably at the end of the line for her. Aari McDonald's still, you know, I think about 10 years younger than her, so it's not like that's the end of her career, but definitely the end of her season, including playoffs, man, with that broken foot. So I was talking yesterday about the karma aspect of what the team is going through as far as, you know, just some of the dirty things that they've done to put this team together around Caitlin and how it really wasn't constructed the right way. You know, almost kind of feel like they cheated and then it caught back up with them, like one of those types of things. So I'm a big believer in karma, which is why I was saying that. I appreciate y'all in the comment section that was agreeing with me on that, because those videos are never easy to do because it's kind of a conspiracy theory kind of video, but like I believe in karma so much, and the fact that it happened the way it did in the same game, I just really feel like I just really feel like it was karma, bro. For real, I do. I feel like it was a karma-based thing on both the players and not even just the players, but mainly Stephanie White in this front office for putting this team together the way they did. So big stuff there, man. And like someone was reminding me before, it kind of started last year for Stephanie White with the Dejanay Carrington stuff on Caitlin Clark. You know, the way she let that fester throughout the season, and you know, it was still allowing it to happen in the playoffs, and it was just Steph White had it coming to her, man. She had it coming to her, bro. The way she came here, trying to clout chase off of Cece, just all the wrong moves, man. All the wrong moves, man. So not good stuff at all, man. But in this video, man, we're going to talk about two guards that I'm the most interested in the Fever picking up. I think, now I want to give an update on Grace Berger. So, Grace Berger had, I think, her best game so far with the Dallas Wings. So far, her best performances, I mean, it's ironic because Dallas has faced New York 3 times in the last 2 weeks. And, those were honestly her best games with the Wings. The all 3 of the games that she had against the Liberty. So you need someone who could play well against the Liberty. Look for Grace Berger. Grace Berger had a season high 6 points in that game, but just the way she performed throughout the game, Paige Beckers went down with an injury, so Grace almost played the whole second half. It really wasn't the whole second half, but it was damn near close to the whole second half. So it's the most we've seen Grace Berger since her rookie season. Like, if for those of y'all that haven't been able to really see Grace Berger on the WNBA level, you should be watching her games with the Wings. Like, you should have been watching her games with the Wings so far. And you will see what the hype is about with Grace Berger going back to last season, why a lot of us were saying, play this girl more. You know, she was a +4 on the court. She had 30 minutes last night. Wasn't too efficient shooting. I noticed that her shooting right now is not in rhythm just yet. I think she's still, like, it's going to take her a while to shake off this rust because she just really hasn't been playing too much over the last 2 years. If you think about it, outside of her ball in Turkey that she played, but on a WNBA level, we haven't seen her in 2 years. For real. You know, she's had minutes, you know, the most of the time when we saw her last year was like earlier in the season, the first month of the season, but you didn't really see her after that. So it's for her, it's going to take her some getting used to and getting her shot back. But I think she's slowly getting there. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from Grace. She had 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. So she was pretty good on the defensive end too last night. Grace Berger was killing, bro. Grace Berger was killing. She was killing, man. 30 minutes, man. 30 minutes out on the floor. Look, man, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Grace, man. We'll see if she plays tomorrow, too, against the Mystics. Because tomorrow's a crucial game for her. The 7-day contract that she signed, I believe, expires either on Monday or Tuesday. So that's why I brought her name up in that last video, because I was like, if the Fever want to go after her, they got a chance to do it before. When is the Fever's next game after Chicago tonight? I think it's Wednesday, isn't it? Because I know they got J.C. Sheldon coming back in on Friday. But they got the Mystics coming in. Let me see. I think they got one game before then, though. Oh, it's Tuesday. So Tuesday. Oh, wait a minute. Grace Berger Tuesday? Speak of the devil, the Dallas Wings. I don't know what Paige Becker's injury is. So if Paige Becker's is missing any amount of time, that could be, oh man, we could see, there's a chance we could see Grace Berger return to Indianapolis if she's still on the team by Tuesday night. We'll see, man. We'll see. I think they're going to keep her. The reason why I brought that up is because I think they're going to keep Grace Berger at this point. I think they're going to keep Grace. So I think they're going to keep her for the rest of the season. That was an impressive performance that she had yesterday, man. If you watched the game against the Liberty, bro. So we'll see how that goes. But let's jump into this, man. So I was motivated. I was going to make a Serena Sundell video anyways, but I'm re-recording that one now. Because somebody in my comment section named Laney, shout out to Laney, brought up Megan McConnell. And Megan McConnell comes from Duquesne University. And she actually played in the WNBA this year for a cup of coffee, though. But she actually played and was looking like she was going to be a good fit for Phoenix. Then she got hurt in that same game that she made her debut in. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that was right on Grace Berger's birthday, too. June 3rd. I think that was June 3rd. I think they was playing Minnesota that night. Yeah, they was playing Minnesota that night. So Megan McConnell got hurt, unfortunately, and that was basically all we saw from her because Phoenix ended up releasing her maybe a couple of weeks after that. And Megan McConnell, if y'all don't know, is TJ McConnell from the NBA, Indiana Pacers' little sister. So they both come from Pittsburgh. And so they're tough kids, man. So, and, she comes from a basketball family. So Megan, I think, is someone, I saw her on a few games on ESPN Plus. This is one of the benefits of having ESPN Plus. You get to see players like her that might not come on national TV until the tournament. Like a lot of these players from like these smaller schools, they tend to be, you tend to not see them until tournament time. So it's a good idea. Like if you really want to find some players who could ball. Like Gal Raviv is one of the players that I discovered last year from Israel. Like, you get to see players like that on ESPN Plus. So, definitely think about subscribing to ESPN Plus, man. Because you definitely be able to see a lot of these players. This is how I was able to see one of my favorite players from last year, Lacey Stokes, Kate Dennebeer, you know, players like that, Delaney Gibb. But Delaney Gibb's in the Big 12, so her games are on national TV sometimes, especially if they're playing a team like Audi Crooks and Iowa State. You know, they're going to be on there, or Baylor or Kansas State. They're going to be on, you know, they're definitely going to be on ESPN, the regular ESPN or ESPN2 or whatever. So, yeah, you're definitely going to see those type of players. But at Duquesne, man, I always loved her game because she's a guard who can shoot the three very well. As a matter of fact, let me put up her stats. So her career average was 12.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, 4.6 assists, shot 44% from the field, and for a 3-point percentage, they don't have the average on here for a whole career. I'm going to have to go into... So a 3-point percentage was 33.9. She shot the 3 ball at her worst clip last year, 32.2%. Actually 33%. But she was shooting 40% the 2 seasons before then. So she was shooting about 40% in 2 seasons before then. So I think the more she works on it, you know, the more she will definitely shoot better from the 3. But she's always been known as like a 3-point shooter. Basically a typical 3-and-D guard. Because she could play D very well. So she gives you a lot. And check this out, y'all. Last season, she averaged 4.1 steals a game, bro. I'm not joking with y'all. She averaged 4.1 steals a game last season, bro. Yeah, she'll pick your pocket in a second. She is pretty damn good. She is pretty damn good if you've never seen her play before, man. Definitely someone that I definitely wanted the Fever to get earlier in the season before Phoenix grabbed her. I was shocked that Phoenix grabbed her, but Phoenix does their homework on these players, man. These smaller school, overseas players, Phoenix does just an incredible job of finding these players, man. I think a player that they should be on the lookout for is Serena Sundell. Whenever they get away from Alyssa Thomas, they're going to need a point guard. I mean, Cole McConnell's done pretty well, but to me, the way they kind of use it, they kind of use it more as a shooter. Her and Lexi Held. I think Alexa Held is a little bit of a better point guard than her. But if they need like a true point guard, they could either go back and get McConnell, since they know what she can do, and then also Sundell. So I'll be looking at Phoenix, man, to maybe revisit these players, bro. For real. But Megan should definitely be in the league. She's definitely a WNBA style point guard. Got some height to her, man. I definitely think she's someone that they should definitely be looking at. They should definitely be looking at someone like a Megan McConnell. Right now, Megan McConnell, decent size, shorter than Kelsey Mitchell, but taller than Aari. So she's like in that middle ground, 5'7", you know, but plays bigger than her height though. You know what I'm saying? Plays bigger than her height. But she's definitely someone that they definitely need to be looking at. Definitely a smart player. And I'm not sure if Megan McConnell has signed anywhere overseas yet, but Serena Sundell has. Serena Sundell has signed to the WNBA. Actually, that was official, I want to say this past week. She signed that contract with the or maybe the week before. Was it the week before? But she's going to play in the WNBA. I believe Grace Berger is playing in the WNBA this year too. So that season starts in November. So y'all can see Serena in. Hopefully Megan. I don't know if she's gonna play ball overseas, but hopefully we see her overseas as well. But we're definitely going to see Serena in the WNBA. She's going to be playing for the Adelaide team over there. So I'm definitely going to be covering her games on this channel, man, for sure. Definitely going to be covering her games. Let's go over to Serena. So here are Serena's career stats. So she shot 12.7 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, 5.8 assists, 47.4 field goal percentage. Now, just looking at last season alone, so one thing you're going to get out of Serena, she was available every single game. Every single game she played in, she started in every single game, didn't miss any time in her whole college career. That's amazing. That's durability. That's someone that takes care of their body. Last season, 14.1 points, 4.4 rebounds. Here's the clip. 7.3 assists per game. That is where she makes a mark. She is one of the best passers that I've seen on the college level. She is an assist queen. So if you're used to seeing those passes from Caitlin Clark, get used to seeing them for Serena Sundell as well. She does a similar thing. From the field, now she shot better the year before overall from the field. 53.6%. 50.1 this season. So in the season before, she shot 39.8% from the three. Was a little bit down this year, 32%. But she shot more from the three this year, though. So that's kind of why her percentage was down. Sometimes you got to look at that when you look at percentages. See how many threes they took. And that'll probably tell you a bigger story on why it's up or down, their percentages. But yeah. And from the free throw line, pretty decent free throw percentage. 80% from the line. What was Megan McConnell's free throw percentage? 79. What? Let me see from because she was not a really good free throw shooter. That will be the only thing about Megan. She got to work on that. Free throws. She got to work on free throws. 62.3. That's the one thing that I definitely want Megan to work on. That's probably her only weakness right now that I see from her. It's just the three ball. I mean the free throws. She definitely got to work on free throws, man. But outside of that, pretty good player. Serena. I had Serena's career totals. So she had 262 assists last year. And she recorded 811 assists in 139 games. And she also ranked 6th all-time on the Wildcats all-time scoring list with 1,771 points. And she was 4th most in Big 12 history with those 811 assists. And we had some great point guards that have played in the Big 12 on the women's level. So, shout out to her. So, yeah, man. You can see what the hype was about going into the draft about Serena Sundell. I think out of the two, if I had to say who was the better player, I definitely would say it was Serena. Definitely Serena between the two. But, Megan McConnell is someone that I really like too. But let's go over the issue of coming to the fever before we wrap this video up. So, come on, man. Y'all pretty much know what the problem has been here with the Fever, especially with Stephanie White as coach. Yeah, their race. Their race is part of the issue for them. Because for Serena's standpoint, now, Megan McConnell was undrafted. So it wasn't like she was someone they got passed up on in the draft or whatever. She was just undrafted. Phoenix just did their homework on her, which is great about them. But again, here's the big underlying issue. And we already know what it is. It's the race factor. And I don't expect either one of them. Now, they can use the excuse that, hey, they're rookies and they're not ready. We're trying to make a playoff chase. They're not going to be adequate to come in right now. And all this other stuff. That's going to be the excuse they use. But if we see any black guards getting picked up, man, I'm telling you right now, that's what I'm expecting. That's Stephanie White's. That's her card. That's her card. She's going to go get a black guard. And it wouldn't surprise me if they try to bring in someone like a Bree Hall or somebody like that. It wouldn't surprise me. I could see other young guards getting picked up over them because they are not going to pick up these young white guards. And that's the basis of what the title was about in this video. Was I don't expect them to pick up these 2 white young guards. I don't. I'm not expecting it at all. I'm not expecting it at all, guys. And it's unfortunate that I got to think that way. But when you look at the history of how this team has gone this season in their pickups, come on. They passed up on Serena in the draft. They could have easily drafted her at number 20. They went for Bree Hall. They passed up on even Lucy Olsen, who has looked pretty good with the Mystics this season. She's looked pretty good in the minutes that she's gotten. Now she's probably got a little bit of a bigger role this year. We'll see how her minutes go once they bring in J.C. Sheldon. But Lucy Olsen so far, when they've called her name, she's looked pretty good every time. But the fever passed on both of them. So what are the chances with them passing up on Serena that the way they did, that they'll pick her up now? They didn't even want Grace Berger. That's another white guard. They didn't want Grace Berger either. So I'm not expecting them to pick up either one of them. But I thought I'd make the video so that y'all already know the play and just keep an eye on these 2 guards in the future, whatever team they end up on. Because like I told y'all, Serena will play in Australia starting in November. So y'all get a chance to see how Serena plays pro ball at that point. You know what I'm saying? But this racist coach, Stephanie White, who's proven to be racist against her own kind, doesn't even want to play Chloe Bibby any minute. So that should tell you all you need to know. That's why I keep doing those videos, to let y'all know what to expect. Because we could talk about Megan McConnell from Duquesne and Serena Sundell from Kansas State all we want, and how phenomenal their college careers were. But that doesn't mean the Indiana Fever are going to pick them up. There's all these other black guards that are out there that I could definitely see them picking one of them up over these 2. So if that happens, guys, you know what the agenda is for sure. They're kind of going to be forced to play them because of the injury situation. So I can't even say that they'll do them like they did with Chloe Bibby or Lexi Hall. But shoot, you already know if they came here, man. Let's say they did this though. Let's say they picked up one of those black guards, like a Zaya Cook or whatever. Then they go pick up one of the 2, and they'll be their backup. Man, they ain't gonna bring. They'll get the same amount of minutes you saw from Sydney Colson off the bench. I'm telling you, you ain't even gonna see him. You ain't even gonna see him. But would it have been nice in this scenario if we got either one of them? Or, shit, the dream would be getting both of them, but that's not gonna happen. But just getting one of them and having them on the team next season. New coach, new team around Caitlin. And one of them being her backup guard next year. Wouldn't that be nice? Because the thing I like about Serena is, even more than Megan, and both of them are hot, by the way. Both of them are hot. Megan is super hot. Man, but, and Serena hot too. Serena actually, like, when you look at either one of them, if you look at just them as far as women's basketball goes, they definitely look too beautiful to be playing ball, right? You know, but that's the new age. That's the new age women's basketball player. We got a lot of beauties coming in now into the league. It's more and more every year. More and more beauties. So this is going to be the norm going forward. You're not going to see too many of these studs going forward. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Serena has that 6'1" body, 6'1", 6'2" body. Could play the wing. Could probably she didn't have to play the wing in college, but I think in the WNBA they might try her there. You know, like Sophie and Lexi. You know, she got around the same size as them. So they may try her there. But she got guard skills though. She could pass the ball. She could pass the ball, man, with the best of them, man. And that is her quality, is passing the ball, moving the ball around, you know? But the problem I got is we still got Kelsey Mitchell here, who is a black hole. She don't like passing the ball. But, you know, someone brought up the scenario like, man, her black sisters ain't here, right? Aari and Colson. So now she going to be forced to pass to Sophie and Lexi and Bibby. That was funny when I read that comment. Oh, my God. That was so funny. And Caitlin Clark, whenever Caitlin comes back, she's going to be forced to really pass to Caitlin now. But no, what Kelsey going to do is she's going to continue to feed Natasha Howard and Leah Boston. That's all she's going to do now. She going to still look off the other guards and stuff. She ain't going to pass it up, man. But it's going to be interesting to see what they do. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. I'm not expecting them to pick up either one of them, but I thought I'd make this video anyways just to kind of raise the awareness for both of them. Give me an excuse to make a new Serena Sundell video. Also to announce that she'll be playing in Australia this November. So I'm hyped now because Grace Berger's in that Australia league too. I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see the start of the WNBA this season, man. Y'all can have Unrivaled, Athletes Unlimited. I'm watching the WNBA. I'm watching the WNBA this offseason along with women's college basketball. I actually right now, man, because I'm going to see a lot of my favorites. Like Delaney Gibb is probably my favorite college player right now. Delaney Gibb from BYU. I'm so excited to see Silas Swords as well at Michigan. Like, I'm so excited, bro. Audie Crooks. I love watching Audie Crooks, man. Audie Crooks and Addie Brown. Ella Ladine, seeing how she does in her senior year. Britt Prince from Nebraska. Like, I can't wait to see some of my favorites, man. I can't wait to see some of my favorites, man. Gal Revive. You know, I can't wait, man. Lauren Betts. Gianna Neekins playing with Lauren Betts at UCLA. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun this season, bro. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun, bro. It's going to be fun this season. I can't wait for all season basketball, man. Addie Brown. They always say Addie Brown. Yeah, I say Addie Brown. Not Azzy Fudd, Addie Deal, the Iowa recruit. I can't wait to see Addie Deal. Addie Deal, Kylie Fearboss last season. Hopefully she turns pro because of defense, man. I can't wait, man. Taylor Strimlow. I can't wait to see these players this year, man. I'm oozing an eye over the offseason, bro. Oozing an eye, man. I can't wait to see this offseason ball, bro. But, yeah, man, Serena Sundell and Megan McConnell. Good luck to them, man. I wish because Megan was already in the league, I wish somebody would have picked her up. You know, Dallas, if they didn't get Grace Berger, I wish they could have picked her up and gave her a shot. But hopefully Phoenix is still looking at her, maybe to bring her in training camp or something. And Serena Sundell, we'll see how that goes, man. So it's not all bad. They don't end up on the team. It's only one more month left in the season anyways, regular season. So if they don't end up on anybody's team, man, it ain't no big deal, man. But I'm telling you what the play is. I'm telling y'all what the play is. And this is why they got karma for what they did, because they're trying to ignore these young white guards, bro. They really are. They're trying to ignore them. They're trying to ignore him. They're trying real hard to ignore him, man. They don't want to admit that they were wrong on Grace Berger and all the other stuff. And think about it. You saw the way Sophie and Lexi were dressed as twins, right? Man, bro, Sophie Cunningham could have had her little rookie, bro, Serena Sundell, who's from Missouri like her, bro. She could have had Serena Sundell with her. They robbed her of that opportunity, man. And Megan McConnell, because of her dark hair, man, she'd be called Cece's little sister, bro. Got robbed of it, man. Got robbed of it. Y'all see the possibilities, man. Could have a better locker room, man. But hopefully we get to that next year, man. But go ahead and give me your thoughts here, man. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Aces Angels, y'all. Appreciate it.